Well, good morning. Welcome to Living in the Tennessee Bottoms. Today is going to be a little bit of a different day. Instead of being outside in the garden, all dirty and grimy, we're going to be inside making some holiday candy, Christmas candy, shall we say. And it's peanut butter fudge, and it's very simple to do. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you everything we got to have. And this is all about timing. It's one of the most important things is you got to have everything open, everything in the containers it needs to be in, because once you get started, there is no walking away from it and going, I'm going to go over here and get this. So we will need a glass casserole pan because it absorbs the heat really good, because when the fudge comes out, it's really hot. It absorbs it really good and kind of makes it lay out better. We'll need 2 measuring cups because we're going to have sugar in one, evaporated milk in one, and peanut butter. I'm going to use the same one for that. A good pan, because this here has the element on the bottom, because it kind of absorbs the heat. If you have a pan that's really thin, you'll have to play with your heat back and forth, because this right here is kind of makes the heat consistent all the way across. Wood spoon. You cannot stir your peanut butter fudge with anything other than a wood spoon. You stick a metal spoon in and it's going to go south on you. Our ingredients will be, I don't buy all that fancy name brand peanut butter, which it is good. By the time you get all this stuff mixed together, it's going to be good anyway. It's got enough sugar in it. I mean, you'll be running up the wall, but it's good. So you're going to have just average. This is the peanut butter's got the nuts in it. I make both types. Some people like the creamy. Some people like it with nuts, and you can add your own. You can add pecans to it, whatever you want to add to it. Can of evaporated milk, you can tell I bought the best. It doesn't matter what evaporated milk you buy, as long as you got evaporated milk. It would take 2 sticks of butter. Stick and a half goes inside of the peanut butter fudge itself, and the other half, the stick, I will take and grease my pan, will rub my pan in it so the peanut butter fudge doesn't stick. Now this is an important one right here. A 7-ounce jar of marshmallow cream. Not a 17-ounce jar, those big tall ones. You put one of those big tall jars in there and your peanut butter fudge is gonna run all down your pan, everywhere sideways. It'd be like eating taffy. It's 1 7-ounce jar, okay? Sugar, you will need 3 cups of sugar. So let's go across that once again. 3 cups of sugar, 3/4 cup of evaporated milk, 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 jar of 7-ounce marshmallow cream, and I did forget, I think Miss Levy's got it stuck up here. I'll have to find it here just in a second. Vanilla flavoring, okay? Vanilla flavoring, vanilla extract. It only takes just a little dab of it. Changes the whole taste of it. And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and start. And this is one of the important things is you gotta have everything open, because you're gonna be adding it all to it as you go. And it's not gonna be none of this, well, let me stop and take my lid off my jar. Now let me pull this off. I mean, when that fudge goes to boiling, you cannot walk away from it. So on that note, we're gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna get everything opened up, get it in my pan, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. I'm going to show you step by step here, because I've got the sugar in here, and that's 3 cups of sugar. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in my pan. I've already poured my 3/4 cup of evaporated milk in here. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in. Then I've got my stick and a half of butter. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in. And then I'm going to turn my burner on about medium. And this is a crucial fact right here. Is if you get too hot, it's going to cook too quick. You get too low, it's going to not cook quick enough. So right now it's in its starting phase, so I'm going to go ahead and put my peanut butter in my cup. I use, save on time here. I'm just going to use my evaporated milk cup, and I'm just going to spoon my peanut butter in there. No fancy way to do this, pretty simple. So hope everybody's having a good Christmas season. We are. Everything. Miss Libby's been in here. She's posting videos on peanut butter balls, and she's got all kinds of things planned. Everything. I've already had peanut butter balls. They are good. Anything Miss Libby makes is good. So, and on that note, like I said, there's a cup of peanut butter. Now this is about the only time you can walk away from this, just for a second, is when you first put it in here. And I can already tell my burner's getting a little hot, too quick. So I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. All right, I got a little liquid going there. That's my sugar don't burn. Notice I got my 7-ounce jar opened. I got my vanilla right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take my butter that was left over and just take it and just rub it in your pan real good. Because this just makes it come out easier. If not, it's gonna break apart on you. And that's another thing about your fudge. If if you cook it too quick, it'll burn on you, or it gets hard when you put it in your pan. Instead of being kind of creamy and good, it'll be too hard on you. If you cook it too less, and then it's going to be running on you. So once we get it going here, you have, from this point on, I will not be able to leave this pan. You have to keep stirring it. And once it comes to a slow boil, we'll be able to stop it. All right, I've got everything already added in my pan, my sugar, my evaporated milk, and my butter. Normally I use margarine. That's the only thing we use margarine for. I just like the way margarine makes candy better. I hadn't used butter in a long time, but we have butter, and that's what I'm using. And once you get it all in here, you gotta stay with it. You gotta just keep it stirred. And like I said, you gotta use a wood spoon. And once you see the first couple of bubbling coming into your mixture here, that means the boiling process is getting ready to start. Then you look at your clock, and you got it needs to cook for 5 minutes. But it's according to how hot your stove is, it may be 4 minutes. And what's going to happen if it's cooking too quick, you're going to see brown start to come into it. That means your sugar is burning on the bottom. But just turn the burner down a little bit, just keep stirring it up and everything. It'll come out all right. And on that note, I've got a slow boil coming up already. I think my temperature may be just a little too hot because it's coming up too quick for me. So just stay with us. We'll be back in a few minutes to finish it out. All right, we've reached our 5-minute boil, and it was just a little too warm. I don't know why. I think I used a different burner. But now it's when you got to get your marshmallow cream in there. And like I said, time's a ticking. This is all on timing. Next thing is, please be careful. This is very hot. It will burn you quickly. And small children or anything else, watch them, because like I said, this is some hot stuff. It'll hurt you quick. Just go ahead and pour your peanut butter into it. I got it off the burner. That's one of the important things right there. And I'm going to go ahead and set that to the side. I'm going to scrape off my peanut butter the best I can. And now I'm going to get to stirring. Be careful when you're stirring this, it will splash out on you. You have to take your spoon, kind of mash into it, mash into your marshmallow cream, and mash into your peanut butter, because it's just not going to melt. I mean, you have to work it in there. You can use the same recipe, which I may show you later on, to make chocolate candy also. The only thing different that you're going to do is add chocolate chips. Now here's the vanilla extract or vanilla flavoring. And the only thing I do is, like the old timers used to do, just pour a little pinch in there. There's a hair too much for me, but about just a half of a teaspoon. Just keep working it together. And you gotta work it together pretty quick, because it's gonna start setting up on you. And you gotta get it in that pan. If not, it's gonna start setting up inside here. You wanna get this over in that casserole dish as quick as possible. So that being said, I'm trying to get all mine mixed up good. And you can see how it's mixing up there. You know, it's gonna have little clumps in it, and you just gotta keep stirring it. Well, the main thing is to get it off that burner. Well, it'll keep cooking. We about got it, we're close there. And sometimes that ain't all gonna mash up. The marshmallow cream, you can see where it's showing in a few places right there. That's not gonna hurt. You'll see it in your peanut butter fudge and make it taste a little sweeter. So here we go. We're gonna start in here. We're gonna pour it right in the center. Kind of let it work its way out. You can see how thick it's done got. And I'm trying to get it out of here like the old timers used to do. Good to the last drop. And on that note, scraping the pan's always good. I like scraping the pan, eating the fudge out of the pan here. So I'm just going to kind of work it out just a little bit. Most time you don't have to do this. You can just let it run across the pan. See, it's a little thicker right there. Okay, that's our finished product right there. You can see everything. It's already setting up pretty good. We're going to go ahead and get it wrapped up, get it out on the porch. We hope you've enjoyed our little short video here. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I'll try to get back in and do the other chocolate fudge. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.